What's up, everybody? It is Toronto Guy here again. It is Sunday, August the 1st, 2016, 9:21 p.m. With another audio recording. I came across earlier today another article which I originally did a reading of it and then thought, wait a minute, this can't be real. And then I did more research and found that it is real. And so I'm going to read it again. This is a different, somewhat more in-depth article than the one I read earlier. Yeah, link is in the description. This is from The Guardian, dated July the 30th, 2016. Okay, now apparently this whole incident happened in December of 2011, which is one of the things I was like, what the fuck about, and I'll get to that in a second maybe. Albuquerque boy arrested for burping must digest suspension, court rules. Seventh grader interrupted class with repeated loud belches. Federal appeals court says petty misdemeanor arrest was justified. So this kid was arrested for burping in class. A federal appeals court has upheld the petty misdemeanor arrest of an Albuquerque student accused of repeatedly disrupting his middle school class with loud burps. The 10th Circuit Court of Appeals decision ruled that the officer and educators named in the lawsuit were entitled to immunity, and the arrest was justified under a New Mexico law that prohibits anyone from interfering in the education process. The student was a 7th grader at Albuquerque's Cleveland Middle School at the time of the May 2011 arrest. What the fuck? I saw links that said December 2011. Now this is saying, oh, shut up. Everybody's fucking stupid. He is not named in court documents. His mother, who also isn't named, filed the lawsuit against the then 13-year-old's principals and the police officer who escorted him to his patrol car before patting him down, cuffing him, and taking him to a juvenile detention center. He was held for an hour before his mother arrived. This part was not in the original shorter article. Holy shit. He burped and all that shit. He was causing, he was being annoying. He was being a fucking, okay, fine. Put in the back of a cop car, patted down, taken to a detention center. Bloody hell, let's continue. She argued her son's arrest was unlawful and resulted in excessive force. At worst, the boy was being a class clown and engaged in behavior that would have subjected generations of schoolboys to an after-school detention, writing lines, or a call to his parents, a complaint filed by her attorney said. Exactly. Back in my day, you did that shit, you got detention. You can go in the back of a goddamn cop car. What the fuck is wrong with people these days? America. Bloody hell. Continuing. According to the school, the boy was in physical education class when his teacher said he began making other students laugh with fake burps. The teacher sent him to the hallway, where he continued burping and leaning into the entranceway to the classroom so the students could hear. That's when Officer Arthur Acosta, assigned to the middle school as its resource officer, was called to the hallway where the boy was seated, according to court documents. The boy disputed the version of events provided to the officer by his teacher, Margaret Mines Hornbeck, female, before the officer led him away from the classroom and took him first to the school's administrative office and then the juvenile detention center. Like a fucking kid jail for burping because this fucking woman didn't like it. All right, okay, whatever. The boy was suspended for the remainder of the school year. The appeals court also ruled Monday on a separate complaint brought by the boy's mother stemming from a school official's decision to search the boy in the November after the burp-related arrest. Court documents show the assistant principal, who suspected the teen may have been involved in a marijuana transaction, asked him to remove his shoes and jeans. Wow, and flipped the waistband of a pair of shorts he was wearing under his jeans. The boy was wearing several more layers of clothing under the jeans. Well, still, if that was a female and they made the female take off her jeans, oh, you can imagine the fucking feminist outroar, even if she was wearing 17 more layers underneath that? Yeah. but because this is a boy, almost done. Continuing. The search turned up a red bandana, a belt buckle with the image of a marijuana leaf, and other items, but no drugs. The mother argued the school official engaged in an unlawful strip search of the boy. But the court found the use of the term strip search was a stretch and did not violate the boy's constitutional rights. That's the end of the article. If you are one of those people, the very few people who do not like the rambling, by all means, stop the video now. It's time to ramble. All right, so what the fuck's happening, man? First of all, the original reason why, like what I recorded earlier, is that it didn't mention that, you know, when this whole incident took place. So I read the article before, did the recording, and was like, wait a minute. A kid was acting up in school and suspended for the rest of the school year. It's currently August. They're not in fucking school. So that's why I thought maybe the whole thing was a fucking hoax. But then I looked it up and found this article. But yeah, what the hell is going on? Back in my day, man, you acted up. Detention. And the teachers, even the most bratty, I'm granted, I'm sure kids are worse now, but back in my day, you know, the teachers had this kind of presence about them. They, with my schools, we never got hit or anything, but you know, if you pissed a teacher off, they'd let you know about it. It was basically what they did is, you know, calling you out in front of all the class and basically, you know, calling you basically, you know, making out that you're a troublemaker and all that shit was enough. But still, to be taken to a detention center in the back of a fucking cop car. If this was a female, like I said, oh man, it would be nuts. But yeah, I'm always seeing that, you know, or hearing about me. I don't have a kid, so I don't know how it is nowadays in school, but I'm always, you know, seeing on the internet the articles, people just talking about how, you know, it's as if being a young boy in school is just so fucking oppressed, like it's just so fucked up now, and holy crap. But yeah, that's what's going on with this kid. It happened in 2011, so he was 13 now. Then he's now 18, and so he was burping. You watch this kid. You know what's gonna happen with this fucking kid? This kid in about 10 years or less is gonna be a fucking millionaire, because he's probably gonna become one of the biggest friggin' iconic comedians out there, man. Because a lot of the best comedians of all time, you know, did this kind of thing when they were in school. So this kid is gonna be, he's gonna be huge. That's what I'm gonna say. So so obviously he's a class clown. He needs to ride this wave, dude. Whatever your name is, we'll name him Burp Boy. So Burp Boy needs to ride this wave. Okay, don't tell your mother to stop trying to get it taken off your record. Ride the burp wave, boy, and become iconic. And then you can tell your female teacher, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's that. This has been Toronto Guy. And yeah, crazy, man. Before I sign off, I mean, I've been hearing all this stuff that I've over the last few years been hearing a lot of stuff that goes on in America, you know, from articles. Maybe some of you silly Americans can confirm any of these stories for me. Like, I've heard things like kids were wearing shirts that had the American flag, or clothes basically that had the American flag depicted on them, and they were told to take them off because you might offend people, or turn your American flag shirts inside out so you don't offend anybody. Like, is that shit real? Can people confirm to me if that shit is real? Because we're getting to San Angeles world from Demolition Man. Everybody's getting offended, and this teacher, Margaret Mines Hornbeck, a.k.a. stupid ass cunt bag, boy was burping. But yeah, he's going to be a big iconic comedian you watch. You heard it here first from Toronto Guy. So remember, when you hear about in 5 or 10 years, kid comes out and his backstory is that he was the Burp Boy, remember, Toronto Guy was right. This is Toronto Guy, the aforementioned Toronto Guy, and signing off. I hope you enjoy the rambling. See ya.